Good morning, my dear Juventini. My name is Roman and this is my channel. Oh boy, huh? A lot of things have happened during this weekend and it's reasonable for me to update you on all this drama. We start off with Daniele Rugani joining Rennes on a season loan deal with no obligation to buy, so it's basically only a dry loan. Rennes will pay us 1.5 million for the loan itself and also will pay his salary, which is not much. But Rugani will get his valuable playing time, and since it seems that Danilo looks very comfortable in a 3-back defense so far, there would be even less playing time for Rugani. So on Saturday he arrived in France, signed his contract, and I truly wish that he succeeds there, because he needs to play. Desperately needs to play. He will be teammates with the likes of Steven Zonzi, Eduardo Camavinga, Mbaye Niang, and of course Dalbert, who arrives also on loan from Merda. However, Rugani tweet made me wonder, is this really a loan? This sure looks like a goodbye forever. And I also have to mention Moise Kean, even though he is not one of our players anymore, because some fans out there really wanted him to arrive this summer back to Juve. Well, the young Italian joined PSG, also on a dry loan. Move came out of nowhere, and I doubt that he would get a lot of playing time there. If he does, of course, as with Rugani, I hope he succeeds. And minutes before the kickoff against Napoli yesterday, we got word of Douglas Costa joining Bayern Munich on loan. Dry loan, of course, no fees, Bayern just paying his salary. Bayern originally wanted Hudson-Odoi from Chelsea, but when that deal collapsed, they went for Douglas Costa, and here we are. He went back to the Germans. But we are simply unable to sell. It's fascinating. Imagine us rejecting a bid from Manchester United for 30 million and then just ending up loaning this guy out on a dry loan with basically no fees whatsoever in return. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Another loan, Mattia Di Cilio, looks like he's joining Lyon. It looks like he will be joining them also on a dry loan. No official confirmation of that yet, but it will most likely come later today, because today is the transfer deadline. Hans Nicolosi Caviglia, the youngster who spent last season at Perugia playing 30 games in total for the club, will be joining Parma. Also no official announcement just yet, but it will hopefully arrive today. His first stint in Serie A, and I'm excited to watch him develop. Hopefully he gets to play though. We are also gunning for Emerson from Chelsea, probably also on loan, the left back. Well, might happen today, it might not, we'll see. Crazy transfer window, eh? But here it comes, the myth, the legend, FEDERICO Chiesa. Nah, he's not that great. I mean, he's okay. Going forward, he looks fresh, direct, with great agility and legs. I see him running up and down the wing for Fiorentina at the right wing back with no issues whatsoever, so he has legs. He is fearless and knows how to use the space in front of him offensively, but he is not that great defensively. Not a great header of the ball, and has a very bad tendency to dive, and I hate that in a player. He will, however, sign a deal for 5 years. It will hopefully arrive today, because he will do a medical today, according to Fabrizio Romano. I trust the guy. Firstly, there will be a loan, and then there will be an obligation to buy him for 40, 50 or 60 million. The details are not clear yet. As I say, they will come later today, so follow the comment section below for my updates, and also my Twitter account, Juve Therapy. I will update you on the details on that transfer there later today. Question is though, do I like it? Do I like Federico Chiesa at Juve? Well, as I said last time, maybe. It really depends on what Pirlo is going for here. By the looks of it, Chiesa can play both as a wingback and as a pure winger. I prefer him to be a pure winger. He will have the legs to track back at least. You don't have to rely on him that much in the defensive phase of the game. As always, with every single player, as soon as they pass the medical and as soon as they are officially announced as a Juventus player, I will support the guy, no matter who he is. I was even ready to support Luis Suarez, and I hate the player. Hate it! But for that kind of money, I expect him to be an instant impact. So, it's time to show up. You wanted that move to Juve, now you got it. You wanted to play in the Champions League, now you got it. Now show me that you have what it takes to impress me on the highest level. It looks like this is it. There will be no transfers made from Juve. If Chiesa and Emerson should arrive, that's about it. If all this comes to life, this will be the team that will fight for the 10th Scudetto in a row. Do we have a chance? Well, join me tomorrow for a live session on YouTube, of course, with my friend DJ from Juventus India. We will talk Juve with you guys. Come with the questions, come with your comments, and let's have a chat, as always. But guys, what happened yesterday? Juventus Napoli were due to play yesterday, but Napoli never showed up. Why? Well, let me help you out. So after Napoli-Genoa, the game that they won 6-0, where also Lorenzo Insigne got injured, many Genoa players were tested positive for the COVID virus. This was last weekend. Napoli then tested their players, and Piotr Zielinski ended up being tested positive for the virus. The Napoli players, after Zielinski positivity, did not go into isolation by returning home. The next day, after the swab was done, they basically went home again. The protocols were not respected by Napoli, first and foremost. This is only a rumor, it's not confirmed. This is a rumor coming from Sky Sport Italia. However reliable that may be, but it's worth mentioning anyway. Then Elif Elmas, also a midfielder, plus one staff member, tested positive. This was posted officially on Saturday. Then the news came out on Saturday evening that the Napoli team won't travel to Turin, allegedly because the local health authorities didn't allow them. The match itself was never cancelled or abandoned or postponed by the league. Later, many called BS on that notice from ACL, the local health authorities, and focused more on an agreement which every club agreed to. A UEFA rule states that if your team can field 13 players, including one goalkeeper if I'm not mistaken, there is no reason to cancel or postpone the game. And nobody cried about that. Not Milan, who are without Zlatan, not Liverpool, who are without Sadio Mane. But as soon as two midfielders tested positive, plus of course Lorenzo Insigne being injured, also a vital player for them, well, the president of Napoli went ballistic and made his political bodies to stop the travel. Yes, he has a friend in the politics who apparently, also a rumor, well, was the guy who authorized this ACL document. So in the end, Napoli never showed up, of course, and the game was abandoned after 45 minutes of absolutely nothing. So tomorrow, or maybe even today, they will apparently discuss what to do with this nonsense, but I see Juventus doing nothing wrong. Following the rules that all teams are agreed upon and taking the pitch as usual. If the opponent decides not to travel, well, it's their problem. Even Agnelli himself said this during the press conference yesterday, that De Laurentiis, the president of Napoli, texted Agnelli asking him to postpone the game, to which Agnelli just replied, "We're just following the protocols, so get your ass to Turin." And other Calcio fans are claiming that this is giving a bad look to the league. Well, who is there to blame then? Not Juve for sure. We're just following the rules that the league applied. If we're not following the rules, what is this then? Then we should cancel the whole league. Cancel the whole season. Because apparently as soon as you have two guys tested, you have to cancel everything. You don't travel, you don't play. Why is this something special for Napoli suddenly? Why wasn't Milan complaining, as I said? This is nonsense. So now the rumors are that if this is all good from Juve, Juve did nothing wrong, well, they should be awarded the 3 points and a 3-0 victory. Well, we just have to wait and see then. Also, Salernitana, a team in Serie B, who are from the same region as Napoli, were allowed to travel to Verona for their Serie B match, despite having positive cases. But for the same reason, Napoli are deemed more important. Does this make sense to you? For me, it doesn't. Well, funny thing was that, as per schedule, Juventus announced their lineup just 1 hour before the kickoff, and it looked decent. I mean, Dybala was playing, Ramsey, Arthur and Bentancur starting, but Cuadrado was on the left. Again! That made my blood boil. It still does, because I don't want to see that again. Never ever, I said. If the thought is to use Bernardeschi as a left wingback, then Fede, get back soon. ASAP. Alright guys, time to wrap up. A slightly longer video, but we gotta do it because there is so much drama in the world of Calcio. See you tomorrow for my live session with DJ. Tune in, ask questions. DJ is a great guy with great takes on Juve, so I'm sure this will be great fun, guys. Ciao, fino alla fine, forza Juve. See ya.